This week's Rogue Wednesday deck is Azusa, Lost but Seeking. So this is a mono green mana ramp deck, clearly because of Azusa. And so you're looking to play Azusa and then like immediately ramp up to 5 lands, and then go off from there with some big mana creatures and a bunch of other stuff. The curve's really strange. There's not much at 1 or 2. Like, you're not doing much. You might be able to ramp up, if you're lucky, to get Azusa on turn 2. But most of the time, you're looking to Azusa on turn 3 and then immediately ramp up to 5. Maybe 4 if you've only got enough land. But there are 50 lands in the deck. And then there's a bunch of other interesting cards in the deck as well. There's Horn of Green, which you can break the symmetry, because you can drop 3 or more lands per turn. And then there's Storm Cauldron, which you can continue dropping lands, but it's really hard for your opponent to drop lands, to play mana and stuff like that. So it's an interesting. You can break the symmetry on this card as well. I apologize for the white border. It's almost impossible to get this one in a black border. And it was only in 7th edition, at least on Magic Online. So it's an interesting deck. It's been a lot of fun in testing. So let's take it to some tournament practice rooms and see how it does. All right, we got a match and we're on the play. Let me size this down a bit. We only have 3 lands, but it looks good. We'll keep it. We're playing against Selvala. Alright. Should be interesting. We don't really have a way to interact with Selvala, so I have a feeling Selvala can ramp faster than we can, and that's going to be a bit of a problem. We can at least I don't remember. Alright, we do have the Wasteland, which we can drop next turn, after Azusa. Alright, Devoted Druid. And then we can Titania and get it back. So that's all pretty good. And we got the Summoner's Pack, which allows us to go and get something else. We need another land, though. Alright. There's Selvala. Chromox. Oh, he's going for 5 mana, wow. Acidic Slime. Alright. It's a little bit dangerous, but I kind of want a Summoner's Pact for Oracle. If he can destroy another one of my lands, we just die. If Oracle... I don't know. No guts, no glory. Alright, not a land. Here's hoping he doesn't have land destruction. So just Selvala? Selvala I'm not worried about. Not blocking that. Ah, not a land. Half of our deck is land, so there was good odds that in 2 draws that we draw a land. But we did not get there. So now we're pretty far behind. Oh, now we're way behind because he can untap Selvala. So far it only generates 2 mana, but he can play something for like 6 or 7 and then untap it and get more mana. Looks like 6 is the number. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I see. Strange. No, is that... Okay. I guess that does help. Alright, we got World Breakered. He draws a card. Next turn he's got just a ton of mana. At least we didn't get World Breakered last turn. Come on. We can search from tomorrow and hope we get another land on top of our library. I don't know how many land drops we get, but we get a lot. We just want this for... Do you want to wait on that? Because we can Green Sun Zenith for something good. He still has 3 cards in his hand. We might be able to run him out of good cards, but it seems unlikely. I think one of those cards is a forest. It's a lot of mana he gets right here. 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana if he wants it. Is this Ulamog? We getting Ulamogs? Oh. What's he getting here? He can't untap again. He's got 4 mana left. Yes, please. Oh, I guess he's got 5 mana left. We clearly want Primeval Titan. We definitely want Ulamog. Probably Rummanap. Thought Not Seer, World Breaker, Turn a Witness just in case. Oh, Aquarian Ranger. Alright, yeah, that's pretty good. Are we getting along now? Oh my god. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. He can cast everything in his hand, so it doesn't even matter. Alright, let's move on. What did he get, by the way? Yeah, Ulamog and Emrakul, so we were very dead. So. Alright, got a game. We are on the play. Hand looks great. Playing against Queen Marchesa. Queen Marchesa probably has removal for Azusa, but usually once you play Azusa, the damage is done. That's actually what's nice about Azusa. Is you want to be careful of any lands that might cause triggers to happen, like Mosswort Bridge or something like that, because then they can react to those. But if you just drop 2 normal lands, I think we want Hour of Promise here. Woodland Bellower is great, but Hour of Promise has the potential to just win the game. Might be a little win more if we've got 10 power in play, but sometimes it's not. Ayabugan's a little bit awkward. Just because there's nothing we can do with it yet. It doesn't generate mana. Well, that's not good. What are you playing? Stoneforge Mystic? Nope. Dark Confidant? Knight's Whisper, okay. I guess that negates the card disadvantage of the Mox Diamond. Reliquary Tower seems fine. So now that we got another land, we don't have to drop the Ayabugan right away. Man, Rubbernap Excavator plus Azusa plus a fetch land is like so awesome. Alright, Mana Rock. I guess we just do that. It's probably fine. He's actually kind of ramped faster than us. Let's play a tower and this thing. And that's all the lands we get, so we'll say go. I assume Azusa's dying. Although he might just Queen Marchesa. I don't know if he can do both in one turn unless he has a Fatal Push or... Alright, Dust Bowl is interesting. If he doesn't kill Azusa, we get to ramp a lot of lands. Need a white mana? Okay, looks like Queen Marchesa is coming down. Yeah, I didn't think he wanted to do that. Let's play this first, or sack that first. Snow-covered forest. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's do the colorless lands. Play Rummanap. We lose a bit of... Wow, he gave up right there. Yeah, we were going to Primal Command something. And then search out for like a Primeval Titan. And then we also have the Eye of Ugin with plenty of lands in play. So we were in a good position. Well, I mean, it's tournament practice, so it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, that was... that's Romanek, Excavator, and Azusa for you. It's just a nuts combo. Alright, we got another one. We are on the play. Playing against Tasigur, so this should be interesting. This hand looks great. Wait a turn for the Mox. Unless we draw another land, we only get to drop one extra land. Didn't draw land. And I guess it's... Yeah, well, let's Mox off the Eye of Ugin. Might be able to play a Smokestack next turn. Or a Garruk. Alright, looks like he's in counterspell mode. Let's attack first. Let's play... Smokestack's kind of a must counter at this point. Like this early in the game, I can just leave it on 1, and it's going to be really hard to come back from. To be expected. Giving him a Scry 2 sucks a little bit, but he was going to get that eventually no matter what. Alright, we'll attack. I think I'd rather have the Garruk resolved than the Romanek Excavator, honestly. I mean, Romanek does something eventually, just not right now. Alright, it resolved. So I guess we'll play the Eye in the Colony Garden. Didn't expect that to resolve. Maybe he decided it was okay, he didn't want to waste a counterspell on it. I'm going to kill it. Alright. Not the end of the world. Not great. So he needs 2 mana to cast Tasigur now, leaving 2 more mana up. Alright. Seems dangerous. Well, we can't play around a Spell Pierce for this Garruk. He already played a land. Well, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and do that. Yep. Oh, that sucks because we don't get the land back. Alright, didn't expect that. Figured he would have hit us sooner with that if he was going for that. But I guess not. Here comes Tasigur, clearly. What's Soul Tie Charm do? Well, that sucks. If we'd kept another land. Let's try Garruk. We can block with a plant. Maybe we could just make a beast. Or it gets countered. Alright, not a counter so far. Does a beast do anything? Yeah, it plays around a removal spell. Alright, it gets a portent. Definitely increases the chances that he gets a counterspell this turn. He could have had Essence Scatter or something like that that can't counter Garruk. It's always a possibility. Yes, please tap down. Oh, well, and not do that. I don't think we're sacrificing Azusa to deal with Tasigur here. Oh, come on. There's 50 lands in this deck, and this constantly happens when you need a land and you can't draw one. Like, you draw like 3 non-lands cards in a turn in a row. I mean, it's probability for you. Like, streaks are actually more, well, I mean, they're as common as alternates. Like, it's the same odds. But it always seems when it's something, when you critically need one land, like, it never seems to come. Oh my god, ouch. I guess, like, one land wouldn't have really done anything, would it have? It would have gotten back a colony garden, and that's it. Alright. We probably have some artifacts. Alright, I'm moving on. Tassigur's a hard one, actually. I've had trouble with it in practice as well. Would we have drawn? No, no, no. There's the land. That would have, but that's so far away. Alright, we got a potential redemption match here against Tasigur. Hopefully we can draw better this time. This isn't a good start. That is not a good follow-up. This actually looks fine. Strangely enough. Yeah. I'll take that. We're on the draw this time. City of Traders, huh? Alright. Which one don't we want? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll potentially get both of them. What do you draw? Expedition map. Alright. Got it. Urborg is also actually awesome for us. Oh, this is... He switched decks to Glissa. Hadn't even noticed. So, I guess... Do we still want to crop rotation here? I was thinking of getting Cavern Souls because I was thinking we were playing against Tasigur, but yeah, whatever, it's fine. Get an Ancient Tomb? We might, if we draw a forest, we could then play Rumman Excavator and play an... Now that would be it. Still, it's hard for Ancient Tomb to be banned. Let's go for it. Alright, Smokestack. Boom Pile, huh? I guess you can get it back with Glissa. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies. The Sylvan Library's pretty bad for us. You did take 4 for the Boom Pile. We're not blocking. I don't think he wants to play the boom pile either. Like, it's a little bit dangerous. I guess he just plays Glissa. There you go. Yep. It's definitely Glissa mana. Theta push Azusa, getting back his expedition map. We can't pay for Summoner's Pact. This deck is like 50% land, and for some reason I keep getting mana screwed. I get the color screw. That makes perfect sense to me. But missing this many land drops doesn't make as much sense to me. Alright, he hit Catacombs. Dark Confidant plus Sylvan Library. That is a card draw engine that is like impossible to beat almost. Especially when you're not drawing lands that you desperately need. We should not be at the same mana count as this other deck. We need a fetch land. Wasteland wouldn't be particularly good. Looks like he's trying to draw into a kill spell to make sure that we can't do stupid broken things. Because we're pretty close to doing stupid broken things. We just haven't drawn what we needed. Alright, I'm going to take a bit of a risk here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If he doesn't kill the Oracle Modiah, and there's a land under this Realms Uncharted, we can Avenger and then play a land. Which is probably pretty good. He could boom pile us. It's a bit risky. He might have other things. Like Deed or something like that. I guess Boom Pile doesn't get the Dryad Arbor, but it doesn't matter. It gets all the tokens and the Avenger. What are you doing here? Alright, sell him. Well, that's a lot of cards if it dies. Oh, yeah, we have to pay that. My bad. Alright, let's play that land. Play the Realms Uncharted, I guess. 4 land cards with different names. What don't we want? Or, like, yes. Temple of the False God is decent, but not great, so it's fine. We probably don't want to put Thespian Stage in our graveyard. A cycling land or a shrine. Let's get shrine. Eldrazi Temple. He doesn't know what we have in our hand, so these are all fine. And Mazavith? Sure. Mazavith also taps for black. We got a Mox on top of our library. I was hoping to flip into a land. Alright, he got rid of the maze. He's probably not giving us the temple, so it's probably Eldrazi Temple or probably the shrine. Oh, we get 2 of them? Oh, we get 2 of them. Okay. The shrine and the Eldrazi Temple. That's fine. Alright, let's say go. He's not doing anything super broken. He's just like going to Value Town. And so like our deck does a lot of things that are super broken. So we might still have a chance here. He's getting a lot of value though. We're definitely not going to block that Solemn. He's got a lot of lands himself. He's been keeping up with us on mana really well. Now we can Avenger no matter what. Alright. I guess it's Smokestack. Smokestack doesn't do a lot right here. There's so many permanents in play. You can still play Glissa. Alright. Now we can't play Glissa. He needs a blocker to keep Liliana alive. Alright, E-Witness. Getting... Beast Within. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't need this Dryad Arbor. Target land card from your graveyard to your hand. Well, we don't get another extra land drop, do we? But we do probably want to do something about that. Seems like a decent play. We could have played the Temple too, but the Maze seems good. He might be tempted to Beast Within it, but I think he has to Beast Within Avenger. But we still have an army of 1/2s. No, that can't be good. Deed for 0. Three green. Alright, Beast Within. Damnation? He's at 7 life. It's gotta be Damnation, otherwise he's pretty much dead. Yep, there it is. No surprises there. Yeah, he's completely run us out of cards here. We could make a 3/4 gargoyle. Azusa just dies to Liliana. We'll play the forest because we need color mana the most. He's actually outmanned us as well. Oh my god. I guess, what does that even do? Do we still make the... No, I guess we don't. Though Dark Depths doesn't really do much. Unfortunately, we do not have Reclamation Sage in our deck, which I think is an oversight. Yes, please. Get Mekamazavith. So that was an incredibly good draw. Because it's Liliana proof. He's still generating a ton of value. He can't... I mean, he can technically draw one more card. All right. He can hit the Rummanap. You witness clearly. You think? He's just had a ton of answers. We've nearly drawn him out of it. First strike death touch, huh? That was just an amazing draw. We can't really attack. Kozilek doesn't have indestructible. Ouch. Does that just kill all of our creatures? I mean, that's a good combo. Gets a solemn back. Expedition map. I guess Sundering Titan is probably the worst card in our hand. Stop the maximum amount of damage. No reason to crack the land. We actually want to land. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Not quite there. So I guess we Karn. Nope, not that land. Colorless spells. Exit 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, and then we have to discard Emrakul. I don't know if it really matters. Like, what else are we doing here? I'm not sure what we kill. I don't think there's any chance we're drawing. Maybe do we just want to get a card out of his hand and then force him into some weird positions? Yeah, that's probably fine. He can Vraska it, but I'm okay with him killing a Vraska to kill Karn. Yep. Expected that. So that's what we were kind of hoping for. It gets rid of the Vraska at least. It trades for the 2-for-1. We weren't going to be able to cast the Emrakul unless we got really lucky. He can kill us with that Steel Hellkite, so there's no way we can let that through. I guess it's technically correct to do this. Green Sun Zenith for what? It's got to be a green creature. There's nothing really big at the top of the curve. We already got the Woodland Bellower. I guess it's prime time. Oh, the Woodland Bellower got shuffled back in. Woodland Bellower would get us, what, Courser or something like that? Nissa, playing a land, playing Nissa, dropping a 4/4. Is that better than Prime Time? Nissa's pretty good. Or Prime Time gets us Eye of Ugin and another land. I think that's right. So Eye of Ugin. I don't think we can get Thespian Stage. I think we have to go with like Eldrazi Temple. Temple of False God. That's actually better. We'll go with that. Alright. And we can use the Desert Temple to untap Maze of Ith. So we don't have to take any damage. I may have missed that for a turn or two. Alright. You do 1 damage to us with Glissa. He probably should have. I don't know what he's doing here. He's down to 2 life. It's insane. Alright. Pretty good combo with Nissa. Alright. He still has 1 card in his hand somehow. Alright. We take a damage. Could skull clamp the. It looks like he's gonna skull clamp the Tribe Elder, which is fine. Jeez, this is killing me. that's not a great card. Alright, so 7 is 1, 2. We have to take 2 damage for this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we don't have much of a choice. We gotta see what's there. We need one more land than this? Jeez. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10. So we can get an Ulamog. Does that do anything? Does that keep us alive? Importantly. Or a Kozilek, which again doesn't have indestructible. Ulamog does. So let's kill Liliana and the Hellkite. Now we have to... we just die, don't we? So we kill Liliana or Thornbite Straff and the Hellkite. And we take 2 damage. No, we take... we can't kill enough things, I don't think. I'm trying really hard to win here, but if we don't kill Liliana, we have to sack the Ulamog. I think this is our only real bet. He can't just kill me. Does he need a creature to die in order to kill me? He might just need a creature to die in order to kill me. And Ulamog is not dying. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it, won't it? Because we can only block one of them. Yeah, okay, you found a way. We'll block and die, is whatever. Oh, that was grueling. It was really close. We drew some really good cards near the end that almost pulled us out of that. Alright, we got another one. We are on the play. Playing against Zurgo. Alright, this is a great hand. or even on the play. Wouldn't mind another land. It's a good chance of drawing it. Alright, there's another land. Play it around a potential wasteland. Against red decks, you want to play around Karizev's expertise because you have big creatures and they can steal them. Any kind of threat and effect. So with this Hour of Promise, like I want to get Homeward Path. So we're going to take a bit of damage from the Keldon Marauders. We're not going to block. He's probably not going to give us the opportunity to block. Alright, he actually is. I'm a little surprised he doesn't have a kill spell for Azusa. That's great for us if he doesn't kill it. Because then we can just play the Oracle and hope to hit a bunch of lands. We could play the Hour of Promise. I think the Oracle is probably better in this instance. No, we didn't hit a land. So, maybe not. We could have attacked. We're not blocking. Does he have a kill spell for... He's doing 4 to her face. Alright, I think you really need to get rid of either the... Probably the Oracle Modaya. Unless you just got like a fistful of kill spells. Oracle is really dangerous. Azusa's done her work. He does have a lot of damages in his hand. We're getting pretty low. Still not going to block. It's a little bit dangerous. Not a land. What are we can Court of Calling. Actually, yeah. It's Court of Calling for... The Koth is kind of dangerous. Let's get Courser of Crufix. Still not a land. Oh my god. Let's attack Koth. Looks like we're taking another 4 damage. I didn't really want to Beast Within it anyways because it just gives him a 3/3 that we can't really block anyways. So I was hoping we could hit lands off both the shuffling our library and the Courser for extra for life. All right, I guess we block the Ash Zealot. Or we don't. So we take 8 damage. It's a blocker. We're probably dead. We're at 3 life. I don't think we have any life gain in there. We could just go for the combo, but that doesn't really... Yeah, I guess we got an Eye of Ugin, Temple of False God. It's probably fine. Losing the Courser was pretty critical. Do you have the kill spell? Do you just have it? Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, we're dead. Don't preemptively good game, please. That's rude. I know you won, but that's rude. Alright, we got another one against Zurgo, I think, probably. Yep, Zurgo, we're on the play again. We'll keep it. We only have 3 lands, which is a bit unfortunate. Surprise, turn 1 Zurgo. Who would ever seen that coming? Swift Sphere. I doubt he has another spell he can cast to pump the Swift Sphere. Alright, land's pretty good. Alright. Strange to not attack there. Are you missing a land drop? Abbott. Maybe waiting to see if he gets a land drop off of that. Nope, missing a land drop. So we clearly do this then. Because it's fantastically good against a Mistral land drop. Alright, he drew another land. We'll block. Goes Thespian Stage and where is it? Dark Depths. We have the crop rotation to get Homeward Path if he tries to steal our guy. I don't think there's anything else they can do other than threaten effects. Is Chaos Warp Shuffle? I think it's Shuffle, isn't it? So Chaos Warp is one answer. So we can still play him. Here we have mana left over. That's all. Not attacking. Alright, that's fine. guess we'll play the land. We can actually hold up the spawning bed, can't we? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Gladly trade there. Actually gives us more mana. He has to block here. Life from the loam. Okay, I don't know. We really need to get the combo again. Let's play the spawning bed, exploration. Do we play versioning? Sure, whatever. So that does 4 damage to us? Okay. Don't want that. GG afterwards. Alright. So we managed to win that one. Maybe we should have, last time we probably should have gone for that play. I don't know. We didn't have a way to play around Carrie's expertise or other threaten effects. So maybe it wasn't correct. But it might have been a way to win the last time around. Alright, we got another game. We are on the draw. This hand is awful. We're playing against Leovold. Yeah, I guess this one's alright. Yes, we definitely want that. Alright, Leovold's got some ramp of his own. Copycat. Or are we copying him? You missing a land? Well, that's interesting. I think it's technically correct to not play the Mox Diamond. I guess it's kind of irrelevant. Alright, he hit a land. Is that Leovold? Good old Leovold. Not a land. Alright. I mean, Azusa doesn't really do anything here. Alright. We take 3. Not that it matters, but we'll go ahead and play it again. Just kind of trying to eat removal. That's fine. Or a counterspell that actually bounces a land back into his hand. I mean, Azusa's good with a few other things in play, but if you don't have those things and you don't have lands in your hand, Azusa's kind of garbage. Like, it's not going to do anything. What do we get? Tireless Tracker? Lotus Cobra? Eternal Witness? I guess Tireless Tracker. Gives us a value engine. Alright, so Dark Confidant reveals Jace. That's not great. Alright, there's Jace. Oh, he dredged, okay. On Life from the Loam. I was like, why did a Primeval Titan go into his graveyard? He dredged. Please swing. No? This is 7. It only fetches. Cannot profitably block these. Do we want to just sack that? See what we get? Oh, we can't. God dang it. Leovold strikes again. Yeah, we put Life from the Loam on top of his library. We can do it now. Alright, those are the 2 cards we wanted to keep. That's pretty unfortunate. Because Kozilek does nothing with Leovold in play. Yeah. Reflecting pool? Okay. Well, that's an outstanding draw. What do we want to get? Could very well have control magic effects or something like that. Let's just get Eye of Ugin and Homeward Path. And let's swing with... Actually, we'll swing with both of these. We probably could have swung with a Dryad Arbor too. He's got a Dark Confident in play. He's, you know... We've got some big creatures. Alright. Wasteland to get the Eye of Ugin out of the way. I don't know if that does enough. Toxic Deluge for a bunch. Doesn't do enough because we have a Kozilek in our hand. I don't know. We've got a lot of things that he needs to answer. I'll be surprised if he can find something that answers all of them. He could just Time Twister or something. He could just kill Primeval Titan. That's still pretty good. Doesn't really answer the Eye of Ugin, though. Let's see what he got. Toxic Deluge for 6. I don't hate seeing that. All of our mana, huh? There's an Urborg in play, so let's play the Mox and do that. Then we can sacrifice a clue. Actually, we could have done it then. Doesn't really matter. Alright, we won. Yeah, he had answers for half of what we had, but not the other half. He didn't know we had a Kozilek in hand, so we might have thought he had another turn. But it turns out we had a Kozilek in hand. He doesn't have any answers yet, because that was his demonic tutor, so, like, he would have killed the Tireless Tracker a couple turns ago if he had a kill spell. So, that was a good one. So we learned that the Azusa deck is super draw dependent, and a lot of the times it came down to me needing a land and just not drawing a land. There is a 50% chance of drawing a land every turn, but there's also a 50% chance of not drawing a land every turn. And it doesn't, I mean, it goes up by a small fraction each time you don't draw a land, but it's not really that much. So it's pretty easy to streak for like 3 or 4 turns when you need a land and just never draw one. And there's a lot of expensive cards, so there's that ends up coming up a lot. So, but in my practice matches, I fared up quite a bit better. But I think my draws, I had some really nuts draws. Like this deck can have some really nuts draws, and we didn't unfortunately get to see many of those. And we also didn't unfortunately get to see some of the more interesting interactions, like Storm Cauldron or Horn of Green, cards you don't see in any other decks really. And so that was a little bit unfortunate. We mostly just got to see like a ramp deck that was kind of successful. I do think it's a little bit better of a deck than what I showed, but really, if you want to play something like this, you're probably better off playing Selvala. I think Azusa isn't as dependent on its commander, but it's super dependent on drawing lands and the right number of lands and still drawing. I guess Selvala, you still need to draw interaction, but it still can. Selvala is probably the better deck, almost certainly the better deck. You don't see people playing Azusa in tournaments really, where Selvala actually wins tournaments from time to time. So it's still a fun deck. Azusa's really cool creature. Maybe there's a better build that can use her a little better, but I still think Selvala ramps like that much faster and is a better deck. But it was a lot of fun to try this one out. So thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good night.